What's going on out there, y'all? Y'all know what this is. Cold, hard advice. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And today this video is basically gonna be about why why the average woman is always bored. Now, I look around and I be on social media and I always see women posting selfies, or even if they go on a vacation or take a trip, what they're doing is they're taking that vacation and trip, and you might see them on a beach or something, or not even a beach. Most of the times that's where you're gonna see them. But if you don't see them on a beach, you might see them in a restaurant having a drink, or you might see them sitting down or something, or just posting a selfie in a mirror in a bathroom or something. And I bring that up to bring this up. No matter what the average woman does, 9 times out of 10, she got kids, or she's in a relationship, and she has a regular 9 to 5 job, or either she's a housewife, or a stay-at-home mom, or whatever you want to call it. Now, being that the average woman is caked up with all these responsibilities and things they have to do, they really have time to have fun or go out, or even have any free time to themselves. And 9 times out of 10, don't get me wrong, everybody in this world has a talent, but that don't change the fact that everybody in this world has to find out what their talent is. Some people just get lucky. Should I use that word? I'm not even... All right, forget it. I'll use lucky. Some people get lucky and they're born knowing what they want to do. And, throughout childhood and child development and growing up, you start learning to love it more and more. You start getting better and better at your art. But some people wait till they get older and then they try to figure out what do they want to do or what they're good at. Because they spend most of their time growing up just kicking it and going out, trying to party and have fun. And some people was born with a follower mindset, so they try to do other things other people was doing because they thought they would be good at it. Now, for the average woman, most of them don't know what the hell they're good at and what they want to do in life. They're just working at a job and taking care of their kids. And, ain't nothing wrong with taking care of your family. But then a lot of them have kids and get into relationships or even get married at a young age to the point they don't know what real fun is. They don't know what going out is and going and doing different things, because it's not about where you go in this world. It's about you. It's about your mindset you carry with you. Now, if you don't got a career to where you're having fun, to where you love your career and it don't just seem like work, you're gonna be good. You're never gonna be bored, because you're constantly trying to find new outlets to connect with your main talent. When you find outlets that connect with your main talent and surround it, you start learning how to do new things and finding new things out. The average woman don't got a mindset like that. Their mindset is, I just want to get out, get away from these kids. I need a break from my husband. It's the same thing every day. So it's a rare time where they even get to go out and get a vacation, to go to another state and go out on a beach and enjoy a drink. It's very rare. They might get to do that like once a year. So if you take that out and you think about all 12 months and what they're doing with their time, it's just what I told you. They taking care of their kids. They in a relationship. They got relationships responsibilities. And on top of that, they really don't know their talent because they're working at their job. So they working at somebody's company, stacking boxes or scanning stuff or picking and packing. So when when you take all that and put it in a pot and add it up, you're gonna be bored all the time. You're gonna be bored at work because you 9 times out of 10, a lot of people can't even talk on a job, but a boss will come and tell them like, "Hey, speed it up, no talking," or whatever. And you so focused on your job because you don't want to lose it that you might don't even want to talk or have a conversation with anybody. You just want to be focused on your job. Yeah, you doing your job and you might be good at what you're doing on your job, but that's not really what your soul wants. That's not really what you was meant to do. And so you becoming good at the job you're doing on your job, but at the same time, it's hard work on your body and your mental. It's messing up your mind and your body and your spirit and soul. So it takes you away from knowing you. So when you got that, subconsciously you're bored. You want to do something else. This is not what's making you happy. This is not what's making you smile. So you got to go home and deal with a relationship, and you got to deal with kids. So each aspect of your life is a job. So when you get a chance to get away from all that, which is rare, when you get a chance to get away from all that, you start trying to think of stuff to do. Like, damn, what could I do? And a lot of chicks have short attention spans too. I don't know why, but it seemed like a lot of them do. Most of them. So they just sit there. They can't even watch a movie or watch TV. They can't practice on a craft that they like because they don't know what that is. And on top of that, they don't they think having fun is just going out, having drinks, and they got to show people that they're having fun and enjoying their life. So they post pictures having drinks. But after you post that picture and that selfie, you having drinks, you put the phone down, you put down the camera, and then you just sipping a drink and you talking to somebody and you doing the same thing you could have did back at home. And when you put down the drink and you done talking to whoever, really, how much fun was that? Like, fun is when you experiencing new different things and you going to different places and you meeting different people and you networking and you figuring out different outlets to, you could do business with somebody so you could keep in touch with them. So most females don't think like that because if they on vacation or something, it just comes back to I'm only here for a couple days. I gotta go back home, da 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 da, and then that's just it. And then they go right back to their regular, normal, boring life. And when the kids is asleep and the husband is busy doing what he's doing, and the woman just sitting there on a weekend or something when she ain't got to go to work the next day, you get them 2 days off for your weekend. She could just be sitting there like on her phone, on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and basically she's looking for something to do and looking for something to entertain her mind. So she's looking at other people's posts and she's looking at other people's stories and timelines, and she posting pictures and selfies just trying to get attention because that's a form of entertainment and something to make them feel good when they get likes. Everybody feel good when they get likes. So that's just a life of hell to live in. Now, if you got a chick on the other hand with no kids, but they might be in a relationship, but let's say for instance they're dancers, they're a dancer or they're a singer, or they're a good writer, or they're a good decorator or designer, or they could do art real well. Now them type of chicks you'll never see bored because they always doing something that got to do with their craft and they're constantly meeting new people that they don't got time to even have a regular 9 to 5 job because they put all their chips in their craft and art and their love for what they love to do. So they're gonna be, grinding with their craft and meeting new people and steady networking and always doing stuff to get better at what they do and figuring out new things and new ideas. When you got a mentality like that, you're never bored. So when you got the average female, they don't think like this. They can't think like that because they don't know what the hell they want to do in life. So that's basically what it comes down to. And a lot of these chicks, they single as well, but they got kids. And so all that time they got to take out to watch their kids and babysit and do the responsibilities. They really ain't got time to focus on themselves and what they really love to do. And I know a lot of chicks grew up having a hard time and steadily going through hard times. And I know females go through rough times, and so do guys. We all do. So that kind of steers them away from, perfecting and finding out what they really want to do and what they're good at a young age. Just going through a lot of things, and depending on where you grew up at, that has a toll on your mentality too. Where you grew up at and who you grew up around and the influences you had in your life growing up. Should never be bored. And a lot of these chicks that do be bored, a lot of them look good and you could say they dime pieces, but they just became a victim of short attention spans and a victim of relationships and kids at an early age and don't know what the hell they want to do and being in a labor field since they was old enough to work. And then you got a lot of these overweight chicks. There's a whole bunch of them out there. A lot of these overweight chicks, instead of scrolling through their Facebook timelines and photos and looking at other people's stories, instead of putting on a post, I'm bored, I want to smoke, I want to do this, I want to do that, somebody hit me up. Instead of doing that, why don't you go exercise and work out? Now you're not bored no more because now you're doing something with a real purpose behind it that's going to have some great results if you stick to it. And then after you're done doing your exercise and working out, what you could do is you could go take a hot shower. And while you're in that hot shower, you're going to feel good. Your body going to feel good. It's going to be an intense workout. That aftermath of working out gives you an adrenaline rush. But after you get out the shower, you feel so relaxed. You just want to kick back and, just watch something on TV or, you want to kick back and just relax and chill. Now you ain't bored. You could do that whenever you get bored. Just go exercise and do something with a real purpose behind it. And that's just really my opinion and my suggestion. Because I see a lot of chicks claiming they bored on Facebook and stuff. And I just be like, how could you be with all this, with everything that's going on today and all this stuff that's happening every day and so much is going around. Like when I say so much is going around, I'm talking about ideas and thoughts and, consumption and, people buying stuff and people selling stuff. How could you be bored in this world today? That just means you got a blank mind and you're not even tapping into what you really could do or tapping into yourself to know what you want to do and know what you're good at. Even if you cook, that could be a hobby right there. Get some stuff to cook, eat it. But make sure you work out too. Don't just be eating shit. Make sure you work out too. But if you take pride in your cooking and you got a special cooking style, chef it up and do some cooking. And if that makes you feel good, throw on some music and cook. It's always a way to get out of boredom. You always could find something to do, always. But some females don't want to do that. They'd rather just stay lazy and sit on their ass and try to take the easy way out and just complain about being bored. They want somebody to bring the fun to them. They can't bring the fun to nobody. They can't even bring the fun to themselves because they don't know what that really is. They just lost. They don't know themselves. They don't know what they want to do. They don't know how to create fun and entertainment for themselves. They don't really know how to think for themselves. All they know is work, sit, social media, cell phone, relationship, and that's basically it. Oh, and vacation too. We're going to a different state. And then when you get to that different state and waste all that money, you realize, damn, I really ain't do nothing that special when I was on vacation. Besides, maybe they fuck somebody or who knows, but that's it. You could do that shit at home. You could do that where you from. You could just go to a bar or something and do that. But even that's doing something. Going to the bar, at least you doing something. But if you in a house and you bored or you looking for something to do from day to day, just come on now. It's always something to do. Always. Good fun. You can make anything out of anything. But I'm going to end it right here. I've kind of went longer than I expected. But yeah, this is Cold Hard Advice. Like, share, and subscribe. And that's basically it for this one. I'll be back on a rebound. Catch y'all later.